So the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite is finally here, and boy do I love it. It comes with a flagship 48 megapixel camera. I mean, it's the first time that a Samsung flagship is using the higher megapixel count, and the camera results are, well, truly astonishing. I've already done a comparison with the OnePlus 7T, which you should definitely check out, but spoiler alert, it's great. That said, the camera UI in itself is slightly complicated, and there are features that you might miss out on the first glance. Well, that's what we're here to talk about. This is Varun from Guiding Tech, and today I'll be talking about 8 essential camera UI tips and tricks for the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite. Let's get started. Okay, so the first trick here is pretty simple, which is to actually enable that 48 megapixel mode. Now, unlike other smartphone manufacturers, Samsung does not give a direct toggle or a direct option inside the settings. Yeah, it's slightly complicated, convenient, I don't know. I don't know what Samsung was imagining, but it's not visible to the direct user on the first glance. So what you have to do is tap on the aspect ratio option at the top and select 3:4H. This basically stands for high resolution, which is just what we want. Now, is it convenient? Not really. But then again, for most use cases, you won't even be utilizing the high resolution mode. I mean, for social media purposes, like we do on Instagram, which you should definitely follow, basically we can just make do with the normal camera mode. So yeah. Now, speaking of things that you can change from the top menu, there's motion photos as well, which is basically like live photos on iOS devices where the phone captures a couple of seconds extra of the action and it allows you to choose the best frame. Now to enable it, just tap on the motion photo icon as shown and voila! Now each time you click a photo and view it in the gallery, you'll get an option for View Motion Photo below it. You can tap on it and select the frame of your choice, or better yet, even make a GIF out of it. Okay, so now that's one way of making a GIF, but did you know that the camera app on the S10 Lite actually allows you to make GIFs directly? Well, yeah, and it's quite convenient too. Just head over to settings and under the pictures settings, tap on the hold shutter button 2 and change it to create GIF. Now, each time you hold the button while taking a photo, the app will automatically record a video for you and save a GIF of it. Now, I'll admit that the result does not have a super smooth frame rate, but hey, at least it's convenient. Okay, so you take these GIFs by holding down on the shutter button, but did you know that you can actually move the shutter button itself? Boy, it's super convenient, and I genuinely wish that more phones had this feature. Now to do that, simply drag the shutter button out and it will launch a floating button that you can place anywhere. This really adds on to the whole 100 UI experience of One UI, and I love it. Now if you want to remove it, just drag it back to the main shutter button and you're done. Okay, so now while we're on the option of moving things around, you can also change the different camera modes on offer in the bottom tray. I mean, just tap on the More tab and tap on the Edit icon in the bottom right corner. Now you can just drag and drop the modes you want and remove the ones you don't want. Like for me, night mode is a must, and that's definitely going down there. Okay, so dedicated camera modes definitely help you capture great shots. But to get the perfect shot, you need to have the right frame as well. Well, that's where Samsung's AI comes in handy. Just head over to camera settings and enable the toggle next to Shot Suggestions. Now each time you try and take a shot, it will help you align the frame in a way that the focus is clearly on the subject. It works quite well and really shows you how good the AI here is. Now speaking of AI, Samsung actually has some AI going on in the ultra-wide sensor as well. So as you guys might be aware, with every ultra-wide camera out there, you do get a fisheye effect on the sides. What Samsung does is basically crop out a minimal portion to give you a flatter looking image. Now to turn this feature on, just head over to camera settings, photo save options and enable the toggle next to ultra wide lens correction. You can see a comparison in the results now. Also, I've already done a thorough camera comparison of the S10 Lite with the OnePlus 7T like I said previously, so make sure to check that out from the link in the description box below to see just how good the ultra wide on this phone is. Now while we are in this menu, another thing that you can do is enable HEIF for the images. Similarly, inside the video save options, you can enable the toggle next to HEVC. Now basically what it does is that it saves your photos and your videos in a different file format so that it does not occupy a lot of space while still preserving a lot of details. That said, it is worth highlighting that the videos and the photos saved here might not directly open on other smartphones or even on some laptops. Which also reminds me that we have another video linking the best Android music players and video players that you should definitely check out, that will help you play all these videos easily on any Android phone out there. Okay, so before we wrap things up, there's one more thing that I want to highlight here is that the S10 Lite comes with a Snapdragon 855 chipset, which means there's full-on support for Gcam. Camera 2 API is enabled out of the box and Gcam is working just fine. Now the thing is, I personally already prefer the results that are coming out of this camera out of the box. That's it. If you guys are interested in seeing a Gcam comparison, make sure to sound off below. Also, if you just want a direct link to that, maybe I'll add a pinned comment if I get enough responses. And with that, we come to an end of this video. If you like this video, make sure to get subscribed, get notified, you know the drill. This is Varun from Guiding Tech, and I'll see you in the next one.